Don't get your feelings hurt. Read this.
I saw that you guys nominated me for an award. Well, as a little thank you, I got you a Christmas present. Enjoy, and Merry Christmas. Ho, ho, ho.
Whoa.
Merry Christmas.
Huh.
From Payment.
Well,
Should we open it?
better see what's in there.
It's a letter.
What's it say?
Go on then.
My dearest worshippers, congratulations
I'm
on...
reviewing all of the short films on my magic scroll. Under our original agreement, this is when you would be set free. That was, however, before you snubbed my movie on your stupid, pretentious award show. Not only did you neglect to nominate me for several key categories, but you added insult to injury by nominating E Pluribus Unum for Worst Picture. I therefore revoke our original agreement and extend your cursed status indefinitely. You will
receive a new film every day via payment mail. Have a lovely eternity. Your pal Payman, Lord of the Underworld. P.S. I always know Taylor would let me down. What a loser. So we're not set free.
Sounds like an idiot.
Payment mail.
What is payment mail? What is he talking about? What's a different... What film?
Huh? What do we have here? Payment mail.
Then another letter? Why didn't he just send one?
They just said the same one.
Oh. It's another movie. Short film. Well, looks like we're reviewing Dumb Vagrants by Cooper.
Coops, our repeat offender, Coops.
I guess we lost. Might as well embrace reviewing short films, right?
Yeah, okay.
Here we go.
Anyway, so...
Coops is up.
Coops is up. Mr.
Neidecker?
Neidecker.
Nedbreaker. Nerdbreaker.
We're sorry.
Coops.
We're sorry.
Nine.
We'll never
We're
get
just,
it right.
We're just
I-
Coops. We call him Coops.
Coops.
We know your name.
Welcome back to the program,
Neidecker.
Coops.
So
Neidecker. I know your name.
Whatever. Coops, welcome back to the program, and thanks for being the first short film of our new
eternity.
Through
new
payment
cursed
mail.
status.
Yeah. Okay. So
Yeah.
Payments.
we have
Here we go.
lovely little card that says your name on it. Okay. So Coops did a film prior called
He's done two other ones.
Oh yes, yeah. Reflecting was one.
Yep.
What was the other one?
Physical.
Physical.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
This
what
is
was
his.
it.
This is the, and he is the first filmmaker to have been on 3 times.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. We've had several repeat offenders, but he is a three-peat.
Yeah.
Yo.
That's
Nice
awesome.
job, man. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Friend of the program, Cooper Neidecker. Coops.
Coops.
Nine.
Anyway.
Never. Okay.
All right. Speaking of that jerk-off payment,
Yes,
we have an award show
Yep.
coming up
we sure do.
in which we did nominate him for worst film, and that,
He's the sole nominee
he's
of
the
that
only
category
nominee, so
also.
he'll win that. And I hope he. You know what? I hope
Honestly,
he shows
well
up to
deserved.
accept his award.
So do I.
I do.
It's definitely deserved.
But we're also giving awards to the very best of the best of all
Right.
the short films that have been submitted to us throughout the whole year. And we'll be. You can already check out our nominations video using this link. And the winners will be announced on January 1st.
That's
How
right.
exciting.
Yeah,
Which
that
is
is
very
exciting.
soon.
And those people who have yet to submit a film, you can submit a film now, and it'll drop via payment mail, I guess.
Weird. But there is a forum down in the description that you can fill out to send us your film via payment mail, I suppose.
Yep. You fill out the form. It gets sent to us via Demon.
And also, you should probably subscribe to us because that's always a healthy thing to do. And also, the other thing you got to do is you got to go down in the description and you got to watch Dumb Vagrants.
This film.
You got to watch the film. We're about to
review it. It won't make sense if you don't watch it. So go watch that movie now. Click the link in the description and come on back.
You heard? We back.
Sweet.
Yeah, wow.
That was Dumb Vagrants
Tingly.
by Mr. Coops
Yep.
Neidecker. Neidecker, right?
Yep.
No, okay.
We're brutal, man.
Yes, we are.
brutal.
Yeah, we like doing that.
We got just to let everyone else in on the inside joke. We butchered Coop's last name terribly in the first time. Cooper Neidecker. Neidecker or Neidecker. Hey, Coop, let us know how to say your last
He
Yeah,
already,
name.
he already
did.
did.
He already let us know.
He went to great lengths to correct us, and now it's just
Very
an honor.
graciously
And now it's just,
correcting us.
and now we're just.
Oh yeah, he's a good guy.
Yeah.
Coops, you're a good guy.
Yeah.
With that being said, let's tear
Now
your
let's
film
tear your
apart.
movie apart. Okay.
Taylor,
Yeah.
tell me a little bit about Coops's film.
All right. So this is a completely silent film in the sense that there's no dialogue.
There's plenty of sound.
And it's plenty
Lots of
sound
sounds
and music.
Yeah, lots of music. Not a lot of music, but there is music. This movie is kind of weird because these guys, I got the impression that they're acting like cavemen. They're like cavemen people, but then they're like wearing like modern clothes and they're under like modern structures, like an overpass or something. And I guess I had a hard time understanding a lot of what was happening. And it seemed kind of... We watched it a few times. We watched it twice.
Watched it twice, yeah.
First time I watched it, I almost had no idea what was going on, and it seemed kind of random. Second time I watched it, I was following it a little bit better, but there were still some jumps that are made, like when they attack each other, that I felt were kind of out of nowhere. It's kind of hard for me to overall state an opinion on this.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of detailed things here for why it doesn't fully work for me. I think the cinematography is something that really could have been a lot more... could have been used to make the film more interesting. Because it's not that interesting to watch.
Yeah. You know, I mean, I would agree with the cinematography part where the cinematography looks nice. Like
Right.
there's...
It's
Like
very,
the shots are good.
Shots
you
are
know?
good looking.
It looks very good. In fact, the best work we've seen from Coops.
Yeah.
Thus
So,
far.
like, you know, the cameraman knows what's happening. You know, like the frame is
And
good.
decent job on the sound recording
Yeah.
and sound design. I don't know
Yeah.
if you did any Foley to sort of enhance this. There's a couple times where wind was hitting the mic, but other than that, it sounded very good.
Yeah, it did. Yeah. Taylor, I would completely agree with you, where I really did not know what was happening in the film. And it's hard to form an opinion on it because of that thing. What was interesting was the first time I watched it was I didn't get pretty much anything. What I thought was happening was there was some sort of alternate reality or something, and I only got that from his costume. Just because he's wearing a hood without anything, I figured this is some sort of interesting fashion somewhere. And then the second time watching, I was like, oh, well, maybe he's just a hobo, and he just has a hood. But then we read, there's a description in the YouTube underneath the film that shows us all this context that none of us got from it.
Yeah.
And that's a problem.
Yeah. Yeah.
I almost wish that synopsis wasn't there on YouTube.
I kind of wish the same.
Because unlike these two guys, I actually enjoyed watching this. The first time through especially, I right off the bat gathered that this is what we call a 1-3 film. Meaning the majority of this movie is left up to inference. You're not spelling it out really, in our face. You're leaving a lot up to the audience to figure out. Yes?
If people don't know what a 1-3 is, could you point them where they could find it?
Yeah, it's here.
Oh, okay, cool.
Right here. Click this link and you can watch our video where we talk about the sum of 4 concept
that I ripped off of some other guy.
Yeah, in that video we give D credit for this concept, and only later did he remember that he inadvertently plagiarized it from famous director Andrew Stanton.
Only part of it. Only part of the other parts.
You can watch his TED Talk.
I grew up
here.
No,
no more. No.
My TED Talk.
Okay,
it's my TED.
Yeah. Let's just give D credit because you explain it very well. But anyways. I kind of accepted early on that that's the type of film this was, that is a bit more experimental in terms of its exposition. And then I feel like Coop caved in with his explanation on the YouTube channel. I kind of wish that wasn't there.
But why do you wish that it wasn't there?
Because the point of a film like this is that the rest of the story belongs to the audience. That's why you go see a movie like this. That's more of a 1-3 or a 0-4. It's because you are a part of the story. You're an active participant.
And you're like.
It challenges. The whole point is that it challenges the audience, right? And so you pick up that challenge and you run with it. Otherwise, if you have that story to tell, you better put it in your movie.
Yeah. Right. And
right?
So it's weird when in the description it says that this is a future dystopian.
Because that's suggesting that you have story to tell that you just didn't include.
Yeah, and neither of those components manifest.
It was kind of fun to sit around and speculate as to why these spray painted purple rocks would have some kind of value in this future, and why he's so fascinated with a lens, and I could come up with my own reasons as to why, but not so much anymore once you see that description.
When you talk about the 1-3 kind of concept, there's the reason why I think 2 + 2 is like one of the best things to have is because when you give an audience, say like if it's like a puzzle, and you give an audience a puzzle, and if you put all the pieces together from what they have, then you're left with like holes that look like they should fit a certain piece, and you're like, hey, I know what piece fits there, and you get out a piece and you fit it.
Yes.
Theoretically, that's what movies should do when they're really.
That's what most of what we call the best movies are. Yeah. 2 + 2.
Yeah. When they're beyond that, you live really big gaps in this theoretical puzzle, and so really almost any piece could go there. Until you get to the edges where it doesn't really fit, and then you're just like, I'm not really sure what goes here.
And that's why these types of movies aren't popular.
Yeah.
So the question is, were you, Coop, purposefully trying to make that type of movie?
Right.
Were you hoping that more of this was obvious to us?
Yeah.
Sometimes when we make a film, you can unintentionally make a 1-3.
Sure.
And that's because you're too close to your content.
Sure.
So much of the context exists inside of your head. Doesn't end up on the screen, and you aren't even aware that it's not on the screen.
Which is what I believe this was. Yeah.
That very well may be the case.
Yeah.
If you're purposely making a 1-3 film, you're already acknowledging and are okay with the fact that it's not going to be popular.
Yeah.
And it's only going to be attractive to those people who like being challenged in a theater experience. Yeah. Taylor makes films that are extremely challenging.
Yeah. Taylor's a 1-3.
But you sign up for that, right?
Right.
The people who go into that museum and check out your film there aren't going to go. They're not looking for Marvel movies.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, it's a whole different audience and a whole different mindset.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So
different mindset is a big thing there.
Yeah,
that we're not to dedicated question segment yet, but that'd be my first question. Would be, what were you trying to do here? Is this an experiment? Is this meant to be sort of an experimental film? Are you purposely leaving out all of this context? And if so, why'd you cave in and write it in the description?
I want to talk about a little bit about the motivation of the characters here.
Okay.
So I want to just make sure that I'm thinking everything here was right, and that's, we have this guy with the hood who came over here. He's spray painting walks, which we then find that he's going to sell for money. Finds another guy who needs spray paint, offers to trade in exchange for splitting them one and one. Or
and a lens. Yeah. So he's like, I'll give you this lens. You give me that lens, I'll give you the spray paint.
Yeah.
You're going to spray paint rocks, but you're going to give me half of the rocks.
Yeah, and that wasn't clear to me until the second viewing, and the only reason why is because the first time that I viewed this, he, our first guy goes like this, talks to the other guy and says, like, I now know that he's saying 1 stone, you given to me.
Yeah.
Right? Before, I had no idea what he was talking about.
It's weird that he just runs away.
That's another. So this is.
It looks like he doesn't take any of the stones with him.
So this is the motivation thing, right? So what we're talking about specifically here is that this guy shorted the stones, and then he takes the spray paint and just kind of runs away.
Maybe he's got a couple rocks in
but
his
look,
hand.
right here, that's the. This is the what do you call it? Shot, right? This is the reveal.
Right.
This is.
Wait a minute.
What happened?
Yeah, that was a line hop, by the way.
Now that we're showing his pile is bigger, this no longer makes any sense. Like, the guy already ran away.
Well, yeah, so he could pick up all the rocks.
He could just pick up all the rocks. If it's about the spray paint can, why was this the reveal shot?
Yeah.
Why not the spray paint can was the reveal shot?
That's a good point. Yeah. I don't get that.
Yeah, so I don't really understand that part. And then this whole thing with this medicine that he's taking.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Or a drug or something. We introduce it here right when there's something to lose, and that makes it feel like it was an afterthought. So right here, something is going on. We realize something's weird. Actually, I didn't even think something was weird here. No. I thought the camera was just.
At first, it did look like an optical error.
Yeah,
the shutter speed.
The shutter speed was bad or something. So then here, I thought it was a new element of the story, when actually it's a parallel element. It's an element that should have been there this whole time. Like, this guy is obviously suffering from some sickness that he's had this entire time that we don't know about until 7 minutes in.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
It's also a weird choice to me to reveal whatever's going on with him. I mean, what it appears is that he has something in his container that's treating something that's going on with him. Right? And it's visualized by this blurry double image effect.
Yeah.
But when we first start showing that, we are showing it from the point of view of the other guy.
The other guy, yeah.
Not from his own point of view.
Yeah.
So it's confusing as to who is having the double image experience. Whereas it should have been a cutback to shirtless guy's POV, maybe looking at his own hands, something to make it really, because this is from, it's like, who's high?
Yeah, I mean,
here.
I would agree. I would agree that it's not very clear.
But do you see what he did with his eyes?
Right there? Yeah.
Like, he just went like he was like, am I seeing things?
Right. Yeah. We don't really know that it's him that has the sickness until he licks the powder.
It becomes obvious later.
Yeah.
But I'm just.
But yeah, I think that is something that we should have started out with. Like, this is just his character flaw that he has from the beginning. That way, when we come to this, it feels like it's a natural extension.
Oh, that's what it was. I was going to call it the Doppler effect, but it's not Doppler effect. Yeah, that's the Doppler effect. It was the shepherd's tone. That's what I believe the
opening sound
was. Just
the one that's the
infinite,
never-ending cascade.
Yeah,
of
just
sound.
always like.
Oh, gotcha.
Forever,
right?
Yeah,
might have been.
Yeah, sounded like it.
Interesting.
I know that had absolutely nothing to do with what you were talking about, but it just popped in my head.
So I'm guessing that the medicine stuff or whatever's in that container was like keeping him alive. Because once it's gone, he freaks out and then he dies.
Yeah, which again feels very. It doesn't feel like it's real. Like there's any stakes here that are real. It feels like we just added this in this moment.
This
cool
shot.
Yeah,
I thought that was kind of cool.
It feels like the person who was writing this was writing and then just now figured, oh, you know what? How about he dies here?
Yeah, I wonder why he died.
Right. See, no, that's no. You're asking design questions.
Yeah.
When this is what I don't like about mostly open interpretive movies, and this I know this isn't supposed to be, or at least doesn't seem like it's supposed to be, is because we're asking questions about why we watched the movie in the first place, and that when you have a narrative shouldn't be there. You know, you should definitely know everything that's going on.
I think that's maybe why I feel so strange about this movie, is because I can't firmly say whether or not it's supposed to be more interpretive piece or a more hard narrative.
You mean what the intent was?
Yeah, I can't tell what the intent was.
Right, because counter to your point, I think that an audience seeking this sort of movie goes in, again, signs up expecting that the narrative is not going to be there,
absolutely
handed to them. It's going to be up to them to fill in the gaps.
Yeah.
So if that was the intent, then there's no failure.
Sure. Like one of our favorite 1-3 movies ever, Mother.
Yeah.
Has that.
Yeah.
Where we go into it without expecting anything. And it's because we're not expecting anything that it delivers
and
so much.
Like this, my experience with Mother was completely tarnished by hearing Darren Aronofsky explain it afterwards.
Yeah.
I was
totally
let down
right.
when he started explaining what everything meant. I'm like, no.
Yeah, because then it falls apart.
It was my own movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so if we had gone into this, I think, Coops, if you went into this thinking of it as just an open interpretive kind of movie where you show people doing things and then let other people draw their own, interpretations from what's happening, I think you would have a stronger film. How to make that, however, I don't have any advice on how to do that.
You can't what is it? You can't eat cake also? You can't sometimes you can't eat cake.
If you eat too much cake, you get sick.
If you have cake in one hand and frosting,
ice cream,
and
frosting.
ice cream, yeah.
Have your cake and eat it too.
No.
You can't have your cake and eat it too. That's what it is. And that's what this movie feels like to me, where it's like it wants to tell a strong narrative and it wants to be interpretive all at the same time. And those are directly clashing.
Yeah.
That can't happen. It's like
It's
paradox.
not a true statement, though, because, have you ever had cake that you couldn't eat? This isn't a true... I hate that. People say that all the time, and I'm like, wait, but... whenever I have cake, I can eat it.
You eat it too?
Yeah.
That's
I don't.
weird. No, I don't. Yeah, I just
never
look at it.
Yeah, that's like...
Dude, I have my cake, and I eat it.
Every time that I eat cake, I don't have it.
We need to say something like you can't be wet and dry, or...
Like water's
fire,
not wet. Water's not wet.
You can't be fire and
Anyways, let's
water,
get back to the movie. I want to know why this guy...
Having cake and eating it go together naturally.
I want to know why this guy...
All right, so he's like, I finally got that stuff. I'm going to have some yogurt, man. Is this a powder?
It looks like powder.
Maybe it's sugar.
His fingers in it.
It's sugar.
Oh.
That guy's a diabetic.
What if it is sugar?
Yeah, that guy's a diabetic, and he was dying because he needed sugar. And sugar's like an extremely rare thing in this post-apocalyptic world.
Well, are you interpreting right now?
Yeah.
Yo, that makes it far weaker for me.
Oh, so sorry.
No,
dude.
I thought this was like
so sorry to ruin your experience.
Yeah, I thought this was like some kind of crazy drug powder where he's he's brushing his teeth with it.
It could be that to you. It's open-ended, man. It's
doesn't
your
matter.
movie.
It doesn't matter what
it's
it is.
your movie. It's exactly.
But it's in the future. So it's a futuristic
It's fictional.
drug
It's imaginary.
Like Looper.
To me, it's sugar because the guy was diabetic. And he's like, sugar, yum.
No, I feel like that's what it was. And I'm like, I don't want it to be
You don't want to go there because you don't think...
You know what this was? No.
It would have been in the description.
You know in Mother, it was the powder for the paint.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's funny.
Yeah, anyway, what are your questions, guys?
Is this all you hope to do with this world? Because it feels like you've developed a fairly complex vision of this post-apocalyptic future based on the synopsis you wrote. So do you plan on doing any more with that vision? Is this a little slice of a larger story you want to tell, or is it one and done?
Is this movie supposed to be, or how interpretive is this movie supposed to be, if at all? And how straight narrative is this supposed to be, if at all?
Yeah, so watch the sum of 4 video, but the real quick thing is 2 and 2 equal 4, right? So if it's a 2-2, that means you're giving equal parts to the audience and expecting them to fill in the gaps in equal measure.
To get 4, which is the movie.
To get 4, which is the whole movie, right? So a 1-3 would be you're only giving 1 part and expecting 3. A 0-4 would be you give nothing and it's completely interpretive.
Right.
And then a 4-0 is like Disney and Marvel movies.
Or news.
The news.
The news would be 4-0. Yeah. Or just telling you what's happening.
So, yeah, you can tell us, what is this supposed to be? 1-3?
I'm really curious to see your script, actually. If you could send us your script.
Oh, send us your script,
Yeah.
Coop.
Yeah, that would be really cool.
We are
If you
so bored here in the void. There's nothing to do.
Yeah, it'd be
Send
nice
us
to
a
read
script.
Yeah, it's weird that we're still late on uploading videos.
Well,
I procrastinate still.
habits. It's not like your habits go
Yeah,
away.
The Wi-Fi
Yeah.
here is not very good, is it?
The
It's not.
Wi-Fi sucks.
It
It takes
absolutely
forever
does.
to upload.
Yeah. Is this
Payment
hell?
hogs it all.
Is this
actually.
hell? Are we in hell?
Uh,
Is that why there's only
more-
McDonald's here?
More technically a purgatory.
Purgatory.
Oh
Yeah.
wait, what are you working on next, Coops?
Yeah, send us a 4th film.
Yeah.
Yeah,
For
how
real.
often are you
Yeah.
making movies?
Yeah, that's
make a lot of
awesome, dude.
movies,
Holy
dude.
cow. Oh,
It's awesome.
And did you make this post our first experience with you? We want to know if you made this after the traumatic experience.
He wants to know if we made
Influenced,
you.
yeah.
Yeah, if we influenced you.
Yes. We're trying to gauge how well we are molding you into the ideal filmmaker.
You're
Once
a
you've-
Padawan now.
Once you've graduated from, it takes 10 films.
Yeah.
It takes 10.
Yeah, if you submit 10 films and we review them all, by the time you get out the top, you
Yeah.
will be a top tier
Yeah.
short film artist.
Yeah, because
Can I
we're
go
all
through that?
perfect. So
No, you're not qualified unless you get like financial aid or something.
financially.
What?
Yeah.
How much does it cost?
So more than you can afford.
Really? What?
I know how much money you make.
How much money does Coops make? Is he can afford
Coops,
3
that's our next
showings?
question.
He
How much do
has
you make?
How much money do you make?
no.
Coops?
Coops has a scholarship.
Oh.
Yeah, he's a scholarship.
Scholarship.
Yeah. So 10 films.
Wait a second. Are we making money off of this?
This is-
and how come I don't get any of it?
No, we don't make any money off of Dewey D.
No, not at all.
Yeah, we don't make any
No.
money.
While I was like under the spell all that time.
Oh, no, yeah.
I wasn't like lucid at all.
we weren't
guys
making
weren't-
We didn't
money.
make
You
money.
weren't-
No.
No.
And you weren't
No.
keeping it all for yourselves.
No.
You weren't taking submission fees.
That'd be something.
Submission fees? No.
Yeah.
No.
That's ridiculous, man.
That's totally
That's just-
ridiculous.
that's just absurd.
Totally.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're crazy.
I'll have to trust you.
You're crazy.
Maybe I'll go through the process anonymously and see what the
Yeah,
results.
you'd be totally fine. Because we don't do it.
Oh wait,
that-
you're actually right. It's free to submit your film. If you have a film you'd like to submit, you can do so down in the
That's an excellent
description.
segue. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
it is completely free.
completely
Anyone
free.
can submit a movie. It'll be sent to us via payment mail.
Yeah.
We'll review it here. But if you go through the 10 movie process, we can send you a certification that has a fee, actually.
It's the
is-
getting your
Yeah,
certificate
Yeah.
costs money.
Yeah. Cool.
Very cool. Thank you for submitting your film again to us.
Thank
Coops.
you,
And
Cooper.
we look forward to your future work.
Which will take him, 3 weeks?
3 weeks, yeah, and
Send
it'll be
us another one?
like a pretty awesome movie
Yeah.
in 3 weeks.
Yeah, I want you to be the first person to go through the 10 movie short film roundup graduation program.
That we just made up. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just made it right up on the spot.
Right now.
And we'll arrange a very manageable financing program for. Well, we don't want you to be burdened
Very
at all.
low
It'll be
interest
small weekly payments
Yeah.
spread over the next 5 years.
Yeah, super easy.
Yeah,
Super easy.
piece of
Super
cake.
easy payments
Piece
of
of cake.
Well, you can't have the cake and eat it also.
True.
No, it's a piece of
true.
cake that you look at.
Yeah.
A piece.
What else do we say to people at the end?
What
That's
do
it.
we say to people at the end of the episode?
That's all we
Did
do.
we already
We
ask
just
them to
sorta-
subscribe at the beginning?
Yes.
Did we do that?
Hey,
We don't
subscribe.
do it again.
Subscribe.
Yeah,
Subscribe.
Can't do it again.
Why not?
Oh, click the bell. We didn't say that.
Oh,
How do they know?
Oh,
like the video.
If you
Click the
want
bell.
notifications,
Gotta
you
like
got
the
to
video.
click on the bell.
See,
so you got to subscribe.
you know
and
what?
then click on the bell, and then you got to like it, and then you got to comment, and then share it.
D doesn't think that you guys are watching right now.
Are you watching right now?
You're not.
Just comment. I'm watching right now.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
You're watching right now.
That'll be proof. And then so that way when we come back next episode, D can laugh at us because he's right.
And we'll make him eat his words and some cake. Some cake too.
No, you can't do that.
Okay.
Oh, we have an award show.
We have an award show. That's what it is.
We have an award show
coming
We have
up.
an award show
Wait,
coming
did we
up.
have the award show yet?
No, we don't.
Okay.
What are you having, a memory lapse? You all right, dude?
Sorry, I'm having side
We
effects.
already
dude.
said that in
We
the
did?
beginning.
Yep, we already said that. We have an award show on
How come I don't
January
remember that?
1st.
How come I don't remember?
January 1st, we're
January
giving awards
1st.
to all the best films
the year.
including payments.
Oh yeah, he's gonna win. We can announce our first winner.
Yeah.
Payment for worst film.
No,
Yeah.
See, now we're past the mark to where people.
What?
To where
What do you
people
mean?
Stopped watching. So people are probably still watching
D.
because that moment where you said, "Are you watching right now?"
Yeah.
Right.
Now
That's
there's-
now in the middle of the video.
Oh, so are you trying to discredit? Okay, say now I'm watching
D.
2.
D. We need the minutes.
Now I'm
It's the
watching
minutes that matter, right?
Right.
So we need to add in
No, yeah, we
more
should.
minutes.
Okay.
We're filibustering.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's
Bye,
right.
guys.
I pledge allegiance to
To
the
the
flag
flag
of the United States of America